6:49, time now for the morning rush. Police are continuing to investigate a homicide at a Northeast Albuquerque apartment complex. Saturday night, police responded to reports of gunshots at the Arioso apartments, but they say they did not find anyone injured. A few hours later, around midnight, officers returned to the complex. Officers found one person dead inside of an apartment.
An Albuquerque woman is facing charges after her child was found wandering around an apartment complex alone. Responding officers say that they found a 6-year-old covered in dirt at an apartment complex off Montgomery. Albuquerque police later found the boy's mother, Paula Martin. She is now charged with child abuse.
Multiple organizations will ask Albuquerque city councilors to reconsider a recent proposal that will change the city's immigrant-friendly policy. City councilors Brooke Bassan and Renee Grout introduced an amendment that would allow the city to assist or enforce federal immigration laws if someone who is an illegal immigrant commits a violent crime. Erica.
And here's a look at our school day forecast. It is a cool morning out there, 50 degrees. By the afternoon, we'll be making it into the upper 70s. It will be warmer and dry.
With wildfire season in full swing, some businesses in Santa Fe are coming together to share tips on how residents can protect their homes. The hybrid event Wildfire is meant to help both home and business owners better protect their properties against wildfires. The event will be held at the Santa Fe Home Builders Association this afternoon, beginning at 4.
The state will ask a judge to remove a restraining order stopping a controversial new rule from taking effect. Last week, a New Mexico judge issued the order that stopped the state's public education department from enforcing a rule that would require a minimum of 180 school days. Today's hearing is set to begin this afternoon at 1:30. Erica.
And here's a look at our threat index. So there will be some showers and thunderstorms in the mountains this afternoon in Virga, which could bring sprinkles and gusty winds to the adjacent lower elevations.
Recent weather has brought some moisture to our state, but it also brought a tornado. This video was taken by Jamie Bryan near the Valles Caldera on Saturday. Tornadoes are extremely rare in the area, and records say there have only been 10 tornadoes reported in Sandoval County since 1883.
A problem intersection on Albuquerque's Westside will soon be seeing some improvements. The city is looking to improve safety at the intersection of Tierra Pintada and Meyerhaven Parkway by adding a roundabout, new overhead lights, and improving bike lanes. Road closures will start today, and construction is expected to start on Tuesday. Erica.
All right, a check on traffic. The maps are clear, no accidents or slowdowns. And here's a live look over the Big I. It looks like everything's moving up to speed along I-40 except for the exit lanes.
Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, took to the court while visiting Nigeria to promote the Invictus Games. Now, the games offer wounded service members and veterans the chance to compete in sporting events similar to the Paralympics. Harry scored a basket, which caused a stir among players as they congratulated him.
Time now for the 5 facts.
And number 5, New Mexicans got the chance to enjoy the sight of a lifetime over the weekend as geomagnetic storms continue impacting the globe. The Northern Lights made their visit to New Mexico Friday night, but experts say the storms that cause it are beginning to calm, meaning the aurora is now returning northward before disappearing.
At number 4, a problem intersection on Albuquerque's west side will soon be seeing some improvements, with construction expected to start this week. Residents of the Tierra Oreste neighborhood near Unser and Ladera say that the traffic, speeding, and lack of visibility at the intersection of Tierra Pintada and Meyerhaven Parkway make it difficult to get through safely. Now the city is looking to fix that by adding a roundabout, new overhead lights, and improving bike lanes. Road closures will start today, and construction is expected to start on Tuesday.
And number 3, we'll be seeing some mountain storms this afternoon. Those will move off the high terrain and mostly fizzle out.
Coming in at number 2, several organizations are asking Albuquerque city councilors to reconsider a recent proposal that will change the city's immigrant-friendly policy. At last week's meeting, city councilors Brooke Bassan and Renee Grout introduced an amendment that would allow the city to assist or enforce federal immigration laws if someone who is an illegal immigrant commits a violent crime. Now, educators, victims advocates, and city leaders are set to come together to highlight the positive impact of the city's immigrant-friendly policies, as well as ask the council to consider how the amendment could impact residents' public safety.
And at number 1, an Albuquerque woman is facing charges this morning after her child was found wandering around an apartment complex alone. APD says officers responded to an apartment complex on Montgomery near San Mateo after getting reports that a child was wandering around by themselves. Responding officers say the little boy was covered in dirt, had soiled pants, socks with holes in them, and told officers he wasn't sure when his last meal was. Officers tracked down the boy's mom, Paula Martin, hours later. Police also found Martin's car with bullet holes and casings inside, along with pieces of a disassembled gun. Martin is now charged with child abuse.